Good afternoon, everybody. I forgot to shut the window. Sorry, everybody. You're going to hear the outside a little bit, maybe. So I apologize. But today is episode number 12, and it's March 7th. And we're coming to you on a Wednesday. We're just all over the place on days.
Nope.
No? No, today's Thursday. I missed the day. I'm like, what do you mean, no?
It's Thursday.
Oh, wow. I'm Nicci, coming to you from Berlin, Wisconsin.
I'm Sarah, coming to you from Elgin, Illinois.
It's always a little bit of a rough start when me and Sarah get to do this.
Yes, Express.
Yes. Where to find us, because I know last week we skipped over that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the last two episodes. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. But I am Nicci on Nicci 52879 on Ravelry. So then I am Stitchin' Nicci on Instagram. And then the email for this is stitchinnicci79@gmail.com.
I am Sarah-Belle, Sarah-Belle on Ravelry. On Instagram, I am at Stitching in the Stands. That's all I got, right?
Yep. Yeah. Okay. And every week we put that down below. I do. Regardless. So you guys, it's always there, even when I forget. Mm-hmm. We also have a Zoom every Wednesday evening we're going to do this Central Time just so that I don't get confused right now, but from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, roughly. Some days we're there later. Some days we leave right at 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Sarah's normally a little bit later because kids and things like that. But typically I'm there every Wednesday at 6, but for the next 3 weeks, I will not be there. So it will be Sarah about 7 o'clock, I want to say.
Yeah, about then. Others may come a little earlier.
Yep. And that's fine.
I apologize now if you hear snoring. My mom is sleeping. Sitting up.
Also this Saturday, this third week of Saturdays, we normally do it. So the third Saturday of every month, and I won't be around. I have not gotten a chance to talk with Sarah, mm-hmm. or if I'm just going to put up the cancel thing. So watch for that on Instagram, because we never know what Saturdays hold for either one of us. I just know that next Saturday I will be just out of surgery. So there's no way.
That's the mall day.
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to come, but yeah.
But we will keep you posted either way. And we want to thank all new and returning viewers. Thank you for all the likes and checking us out. We hope you find something you like and subscribe. And this is not just floss tube or just knitting. This is all crafts.
Yes.
Sometimes we're more heavy on others.
Because we help ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep starting new crafts.
Me and Sarah get a one-track mind sometimes on a project and don't let it go. Sarah more so than me, but recently I've been really bad with it. Mm-hmm. So I've been setting timers so that I switch projects. So.
Yeah, I don't do that. All right.
So should we jump into our finishes? Because there's so many. Not at all, guys. Just kidding.
I have one finish.
I have one finish.
My finish is crochet. I am participating in this Happy Easter Cal, C-A-L, Cal, so crochet along. And that's the Instagram page. And it is free, or it's still going on. So it is multiple designers. You follow all the designers and you get a part of the pattern on the first day. And there's they give you the schedule. And if you have 60 hours to complete the first part, and you tag them, that specific designer, in your story, and they send you the second part. So I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe all the designers are Eastern European, just from their Instagram pages. So they are a lot of spring patterns. This is the page, but like, that's the first one. Whoop. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Well, anyway, that's the first one. I was looking at something else. And here's the chicken. I
He's so cute.
had such a hard time with these roses, which is why
Oh,
there's only two, not two there and three here. Because normally when you do this, you draw like a pinwheel,
okay.
and that's your stitching guide, but it's on crochet. So I couldn't draw the pinwheel. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah, made it a little more challenging. Her head's a little wonky, so she's just turned.
she looks good though. And mine is knitting. March Whipco was called, and so on March 1st, I got my 2 projects out, and I normally put 10 hours for knitting or crochet on that board. And they picked my socks. And I was here on the second sock, so I just had to get down. So I went ahead, set my timer, and went, and after 3 hours, these were done. So first goal of the month, done. Check. So these are now for mom.
Mhm.
But I will either give them to her on Mother's Day or they'll go into her Christmas box.
If you can keep them away from her when you're there.
That's why they're done now, so that they'll never be seen.
Okay. All right. So that's all our
I put my mouse where I can find it.
Sorry everybody if I'm out of it. My mom took me to lunch at a buffet, and I'm not used to eating buffets anymore.
I don't think I've been in a buffet since COVID.
My kids, we went over the summer with my dad and stepmom, and they had never been to a buffet in their life. When they saw the dessert bar, they almost lost their minds. But yeah,
They have all that.
sitting. All
That's
right,
funny.
what do we want to do first?
Whatever you want. You've got more categories than I do.
I do. I'll start with cross stitch.
Okay.
All right, so first in my pile, because I made no notes, is my Gilmore-isms. I have kept up to date. I fell behind a few weeks ago because of sorry, I got a weird text. Because of Valentine's Day, but I caught it up. I somehow miscounted somewhere, but you know what? Nobody knows. Nobody can tell. It looked good. I'm not ironing it until I'm done. So these are the last 3 weeks. We have Rory's going to Yale, and it's the I Will Always Love You, which is, I think, from when Rory was at a party and there was a fight over her there. And her mom sang that after. And then this one is from season 1, season 2, the Puffs. It says, I pledge myself to the Puffs, loyal I will always be. A P to start, 2 F's at the end, and a U sitting in between, and then the bell that they had to steal or do something with.
2 or 3 more weeks left. Do you remember?
I would assume 3.
Okay.
I paid no attention to details. I mean,
I'm so far behind. I mean, I'm still in the frame and I have to pull mine out. So there's that.
no attention to details.
All right. So you want me to go in between, or are we going back
Oh,
forth?
sorry. I got food coma, distracted. You said you have 5?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I am working on, and I think I have a photo of where I was on this one. Is my Gnomes of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Yeah, I do. Okay. So that's where I was like when you guys saw it last.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is now.
Mm-hmm.
I started filling in the bricks. And I'm glad that Sarah got back when she did, because I was just going to start working on this brick here that I never put in, even the bottom layer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have more string hanging around. So, but I'm enjoying it. I've been trying to, once I get my goals for WIPGO done,
Mm-hmm.
I try to go through all my projects, like the 5 that are bigger, and put 300 stitches in a week.
Yeah.
So at least they're getting touched.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from Soda Designs.
Mm-hmm. They have some fun ones.
Yeah, they have a lot of designs I really like.
We saw on the 28th. I think I was done. I haven't gotten much done on this yet because I have been having migraines out this world. So that's not even 500 stitches. Like I cut it off at 2 something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And here I thought I was gonna get to see the whole 3rd page done.
These headaches, man.
I know.
Yeah. So my tiny little Mary mushroom picnic, and the needle minder is what it will look like. So yeah. It happens. I'm trying not to be hard on myself about it because
No.
they're not mandatory. It's just how I know I'll get it done by the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all with you. My next one is Forbidden Fiber Co., who we were talking about. And it's the Disney villains. And so last time I didn't even have this whole frame done. So I got that done. I started my border on the bottom here because, like I said, I'm going to cut mine off just with the row of villains I like. So I'm picking and choosing. And I started getting the Evil Queen in there.
So you're going from the bottom. I like to go from the top of the frame.
Yep. I decided to go from the bottom so that there was less likelihood of miscounting.
Oh, it's easy to fudge it. I did that many a time on there. Not the example to follow on that one.
Normally, nor am I. That's why I'm trying to behave myself.
You want to do one more? Because you have 5 and I have 3.
Okay. My next one is my full coverage piece, which I also didn't have an updated picture of. So, and this is Visit Dogphone from Star Wars. And I was, why does it look like that? But I'm trying to get all the way. So this is the top corner. So I was just trying to follow that color all the way down. So I'm almost to the bottom now with that one color. And I quickly realized that when it's that big of a piece, you're going to need more than one skein. So last weekend, while we were out running around, Justin, I texted Justin the list of the colors I needed, and he had to go in Hobby Lobby and go get them.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy.
And then I'm also working on Climbing Goat Dragons, a field guide. And this is what it's going. It's only this far, so we're only 2 dragons in.
Okay.
And I'm behind. I don't, it took me a while to get everything for it and find a fabric I wanted and all of that. Again, I know I'm gonna finish it. I am this far.
It's not a race. I love it.
Yes.
I love those greens.
Oh my God, there's so many greens. Trying to pick out the green from the bag. So many greens.
But it looks really good when it's like that though.
And I'm sure there's going to be some back stitching in it as well. I haven't looked at it on Knit Companion. I need to load it in there.
Gotcha. My next one I have a photograph of. I think this is it anyways.
Stop sharing it.
Oh no. So this is Welcome to the North Pole. And so that's where I was. I just barely got to start for New Year's Eve. Because that was one of my 12 by 12s, and I put it away and never touched it since. So this is the one that my Tiny Decisions wheel spun last night for me to work on. So that is the 300 stitches I got on that. Well, over 300, but. And this is my first attempt. This was my first attempt at dyeing. So this was coffee and tea dyed. So it's a long pull, like a bell pull.
I have another start, but I didn't bring it with me. And I mean, I've got less than 100 stitches.
So there's that, what it's gonna look like.
Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah. I just realized I had my leap day start.
Oh yeah,
it's like 20 stitches. I mean, it's like I didn't even bother. I want to work on it, but I want to catch some things up.
Yeah.
And I'll get there.
Yeah, that was the reason why I literally stopped working on this one is when Justin bought this for my birthday last year, this pattern, because it came out at market.
Yeah.
But he forgot 3 of the specialty threads, I guess. Because we didn't transition over to DMC.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for those to come in because I had to reorder those. And then my last one that I worked on, and I hope you guys can see this when I hold it up, between the wrinkles, and it's white on light purple. So what I did on the Boo Crew is I outlined everything so that when I'm having surgery, I can just literally go and fill in everything. So everything's there. I just have to fill it all in. So I got 2,000 stitches on it though.
Nice.
And this was the one that was called for whip go. So, and it was called twice for whip go. So on cross stitch, I tried to do 1,000 stitches that month or finish. So I did get the 2,000, and hopefully during recovery I can finish it with the fill-in because I won't want to count. All right. Now we have knitting or your English paper piecing.
All right, so English paper piecing, I have been working on the second strip. I decided, because I'm just gonna completely let go of all control. I'm the only one who's doing that. Everybody else is putting their strip together individually. I'm like, because then at the end of the year, you gotta attach all of them. So I am attaching as I go. I am the only crazy person because nobody else wants to give up that control. Our friend Ingrid is sending it randomly. There is no rhyme or reason to her order. So she's like, you may want to change the order. And I'm like, nope, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And then at the end of it, I'm going to have a blanket. So here it is.
It looks good though.
So the brain wasn't working, and a few of the people were like, thank God you made that mistake before we did it. And it would have been a lot worse for them because they're putting the strips together individually.
That's the one thing that's
joining mine is that I was like, oh, the first month my X was dark, my O was light, so I'm gonna flip it. My X is gonna be light, my O is gonna be dark. So I did that, and then I put it together, and the yellow was on the yellow, and I'm like, oh, that was a bad call. So I took it apart, and a couple people were like, well, I'm glad you made that mistake. I was like, yeah. So
and you're like, you're welcome.
Yeah. I'm like, this is going to get put away for the night. And then, so that's my English paper piecing. I haven't worked on the hexies. So you have knitting?
I have knitting. But you have more than me, so I'll just do my one.
I don't have any knitting.
Oh, you have no knitting? Okay.
No knitting.
So last month, February, was for WhoopGo, I was my Prairie Fire sweater and the other sweater, which was the woven chevrons. And I decided the woven chevrons, I don't know what I was doing because I just didn't like it. So I pulled it all out, sent a picture to Sarah and said, look, I'm even rescanning it right away so I don't have to deal with this. And so I did the 6 repeats that I had promised myself on my prairie fire, and then I did another 6 repeats, and then just did a few more because the month wasn't over. So I'll show you the back first because that's where Mickey is.
Mm-hmm.
So I was up here by Mickey, and I got all that done. And I did try it on, and it does fit. So I'm just going until it's the right length now. So, and this is out of Sheepjust, Color Crafter, and the word that Sarah knows how to say, and I don't.
I forgot.
That DR, yeah, that.
I have to see it. I don't remember the word right now.
But I'm very impressed with what I did get done.
Yeah. All right. I have 2 crochet. Was that all you're knitting?
Yes, ma'am.
I have 2 crochet. So I wasn't interested in the second project for the Easter knit along. And the third project, I was in the middle of migraines and I just didn't feel like working with wire. It called for wire to get the shape. So I said, I'll skip this one too. Because it just says.
And there's Loki letting his presence be known.
There's a dog outside barking.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's whining now too because he can't get to the dog. So I was in the middle of migraines. I wasn't going to worry about it. I think you get something special if you do 7. There's 12 projects, so I'm still good. So I'm working on the llama. Now the llama is done. He's so cute. He just needs his basket. Let me find. Here's the llama. So this is the llama.
He's so cute. I'm sorry, Steph. I did try to tell her to mail it to you. It's just not going to happen.
Viv has threatened violence. My oldest has threatened violence to anyone who tries to take her llama. So this is what it will look like finished. I obviously use different colors, and I didn't feel like striping the basket. And then I'm working on this one today. I have to start him. Look at his little chicken.
He's so
Look at the
cute.
little chicken. Little chicken. I'm so excited. Okay. So here's the llama. Here's one side of the basket and the other side of the basket. So I'm almost done. I'll be done him today. They're fun. They're cute. I actually joined another one. That's a bunch of, it also seems like Eastern European. That's like vintage, almost like dolls. I don't know.
Oh.
They haven't given you any sneak peeks. So I don't know.
Okay.
It hasn't started. It starts on the 11th. So then my other crochet is my corner to corner speedy blanket, speedy stripe blanket, speedy corner to corner blanket. And I am decreasing.
Oh my goodness.
Look out of there. And so I had just started decreasing last time, so I was probably about here. So I've gotten all of that done. And where's my stitch marker? It's hiding in here somewhere. You see it? There it is.
There it is.
Again, doesn't look like it's crazy far, but
that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
So this is these come in 300 gram balls.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go through this one and another one because I did 2 and then I started decreasing. So
I'm just gonna wish you luck.
See how long I actually.
I was watching a video today about a scrappy crochet blanket, but because I'm in my 40 days of no new starts, I can't touch it.
Yeah, I was debating just getting, I mean, I have other scrappy blankets. I don't need another scrappy blanket. Like the striped grannies.
Yeah.
Seems easy enough.
The one I was looking at was Waves by MSC.
Yeah.
So
that's all.
I've had friends who've messaged me about like pictures of stuffies they want. And I was like, can't can't touch it. And they're like, but I sent it to you in February. I'm like, yeah,
Whatever.
no new starts. They're like, it's just an excuse. You just use it as an excuse.
Yeah. So then
It's like, no.
whole, let's see. Here's one of them. We took my mom to Wool & Co. And I didn't buy anything. I thought I was going to have a lot of time to sit and crochet. She got in and out of there in 15 minutes. First time in the store. She got some stitch stoppers.
Okay.
So she let me pick 2 of them.
Oh,
I got those 2. And then I got one needle minder. The other one's coming today, but I got one. This is from Flamingo Toes on Etsy, and it's a spring gnome. He's so cute. And
that's
then,
cute.
yeah. And
Wait,
then
what? Who was that by?
Flamingo Toes.
I
Beverly
think I bought the same
The spring
one, but
one,
in
there's a
orange.
few different versions.
Yeah, I bought the orange one.
Yeah, the fall. You probably got the fall. I think she has them seasonally.
Yeah, it's
And
downstairs.
straight from the mailbox. I saw it come as I was waiting on Nicci to log on. I got this month's Forbidden Fiber Co. Book Club kit. Now, if you don't want,
Mine is outside in the mailbox, but because I can't go up and down the steps.
do you want to see it?
Yeah, it's fine.
So if you don't want to see it because you're in it and you want to be surprised, look away. So this month's book theme, oh, what's the book? They just sent it. It's a romance genre. Okay, and the book is, give me the email. It's Book Lovers by Emily Henry. It's a love story of 2 people who love books.
Oh, I just read that book. I want to say November or December.
Okay, then you're ahead of the game. So then this is the fabric. It is Babbling Brook 18, no, I got 16 count in Ada Swigart. So it's this blue.
It's pretty.
And this is the pattern. We loved with a love that was more than love. And it's their floss, and it comes on floss drops. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
So that's my haul.
That's all you have? Ooh, 1 second, sir. I'll be right back.
That I can think of. But yeah, I don't have as much because I've been staying home. I had a week of migraines, so there's not too
Sorry.
much. Okay.
It was JJ, and like he doesn't call
Yeah.
unless there's a problem. That's all your haul?
That I can think of.
Now you're making
I
me feel
bought
bad.
some floss. I bought some patterns. Oh, here I can show my Etsy pattern I bought. My daughter is a race walker and a runner. Our team is the Sharks. And the reason I mentioned the race walking is because some of our Sharks, well, 1 Shark and 2 former Sharks, are going to a time trial next weekend.
Oh, nice.
Qualify to go to World, which will be in Turkey.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. So I've had this pattern, my eye on this pattern, and I finally bought it. And I want to make it into a keychain, I think.
Oh.
And
Oh, that's cute.
isn't it?
That's really cute.
Wouldn't that be so adorable to send with any of, like, if we know at least 2 of them that are former Sharks, they've gone to World before, or their times are qualified. The one who hasn't gone, he's younger. He's only one of like 2 big race walkers, like competitive
Oh, wow.
US that are male. And so his time is getting there. So I'm hoping. And I thought this would be cute to give to the kids when
Yeah.
that's far from home. So yeah, that's my goal. I showed the assistant coach and she's like, that's adorable.
So I was on one of the cross stitch groups on Facebook this morning and somebody put up a finish and I immediately wanted the pattern. Now she's getting a call from a child. So I got this rainbow sunflower on, it's in Uplift and Inspire, or Inspire Uplift website. So I really, really, really want to make this. I love sunflowers. I love the rainbow, and I will be making it on black. The person who had done it on white. So that was the white one. And I don't care for the colored fabric. Maybe if it was more mottled, but like I didn't like the look of it on green or the light blue, gray. I don't know. So I decided I'm going to do it on black, and that might be a start sooner than later once everything calms down. Then I have a few more on Stash Unload. I had gotten a Shannon Christine Designs. No, this is not Shannon Christine. This is Satsuma Street. And I got this one. I've never seen this pattern before, but it's Pretty Little Baby. So I'm assuming it was meant to put in like a little girl's room, but it reminded me of the Disney castle. So I got that one.
Sorry.
You're good. And then my monthly, I got In the Hoop, and this is April. I get this one from Heart and Hand, and then all the floss comes with that one. And then again from Stash Unload on Facebook, I got all of the older.
I saw a post and I meant to tag you in it where someone had done all of the, what are the things you're collecting?
And that one. The Prairie Schoolers. So I got all those for $5. So I couldn't pass up that deal because I had some of those collections started. The Prairie Schoolers, did you say Into a Quilt?
No. They
No.
had a bunch of separate.
Oh.
I think I was in. I said that, but I meant to tag you because it was like I could tell it was something you were doing. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm 9 away from having the complete collection. 10 now that Market happened because they did put out a new one. And I want to do at least everybody who, like, obviously for me, they started in 84. So 79 they don't have. But anybody in my family, I want to start making them theirs. And then like for like my uncle, like there's the fishing one and there's a hockey one. So like I'm torn, like he does both. But at least that gives me ideas for Christmas gifts to be made. So
right now. Yeah, my mom is visiting. Not sure. She bought a one-way ticket. And when she's ready to go home, she'll buy the ticket to go home.
There you go. It gives the girls time with grandma.
And then she's relaxing. She went and got her hair cut and colored today. And yeah, what else I got? We're not going to Kentucky anymore. They canceled the meet.
Okay.
But yeah, we're doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
JJ's got his second to last concert next Tuesday, the night before my surgery. So he came in yesterday and he was talking to me and you're going to be there, right? I was like, well, I don't know. It's going to depend how, because it's really hard for me to move around with being broken footed and everything. And I was like, I'm going to try. He's like, but you've never missed one since I started school at 3 years old. I've made it to every concert, every assembly, all of it. And so like he he threw it on thick, and his dad came in when he was doing it. He's like, what about me and my chopped liver? He's like, you've missed them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, because I had to work, because my husband used to work overnight.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Nicci's never missed. You and mom have missed, but Nicci's never missed.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, and I have a solo.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I will be there. I was like, but their auditorium's like a true auditorium where it's on a slant.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, getting down is going to be fine on the wheel thing. I was like, it's going to be getting back up on that knee scooter that's going to be a challenge. He's like, you'll just call me and I'll come push from behind and dad can pull.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
That or get a wheelchair and have
right.
Justin just push you up.
I was like, oh my goodness, buddy.
Right.
He was not having it. He was like, no, you're going to be there. One way or another, you're going to be there.
Yeah.
So, and he leaves the 23rd for Guatemala.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And he'll be gone until the 31st.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like I'm missing something, but with all the phone calls, that just all that was my in-laws they've had a really nasty cold for 2 weeks, like they're like low grade fever, everything.
Prayers for
They're not
them.
leaving the house, so he called and he needs me to get milk and eggs.
Gotcha. Well, I'll let you go run and do that. JJ's on his way home with lunch.
You will hope I didn't mute the podcast.
We'll see you in a few minutes again.
That's the name of this one, Hot Mess Express.
Have a good 3 weeks, everybody, because we probably won't be coming back to you for about 3 weeks.
Yes.
We'll have a special episode, but we won't have a regular floss tube knitting podcast for 3 weeks. So me and Sarah might actually have some finishes when we come back to sit down together again for that one. Yep.
I will. All right.
Bye.